My name is Emily, and I'd like to share the story of how I discovered what true love really means. Once upon a time, I was an ordinary girl with big dreams and a heart full of hope. Then I met Jack. He wasn't just anyone, he was the kind of person who made you believe in magic. With him, love felt perfect. But, like many love stories, ours wasn't without challenges. My parents, Sarah and David, were wary of Jack. They thought he wasn't the right match for me. But Jack, with his quiet determination, didn't just win me over, he won them over too. Slowly, they began to see what I saw, his kindness, his honesty, and the depth of his love. Eventually, they gave us their blessing. For a while, life seemed perfect. Then, a storm rolled in. Jack, a soldier in the army, was called to serve overseas when war broke out. Just a week before he left, he asked me to marry him. With joy and hope, I said yes, and we promised to wed when he returned. But fate had other plans. Just days after Jack left, my life changed forever. I was in a terrible car accident, and when I woke up, the world as I knew it had shattered. My body was covered in scars, my face disfigured, and a brain injury left me unable to control parts of my facial muscles. When I looked in the mirror, I barely recognized myself. I was no longer the vibrant, carefree girl Jack had fallen in love with. Overwhelmed with shame, I made a decision: I couldn't let Jack see me like this. I wouldn't let him sacrifice his future for someone like me. For a year, I pushed him away. I didn't answer his calls or respond to his letters. Each time he reached out, it broke my heart, but I thought I was protecting him. Then one day, my mother came into my room, holding something in her hand. Her voice trembled as she said, "Jack is back from the war. He's here to see you." I froze. "No," I whispered. "Don't let him see me. Tell him to go." But then she added something that sent a chill through me: "He's here to give you his wedding invitation." My heart sank. He'd moved on, just as I wanted. But the ache in my chest told me the truth: I still loved him. With trembling hands, I opened the invitation. And there, staring back at me, was my name. Confused, I looked up at my mother, tears streaming down my face. "What is this?" I asked. Before she could answer, Jack stepped into the room, a bouquet of flowers in his hands. He knelt beside me and said softly, "Emily, will you marry me?" I shook my head, hiding my face in my hands. "No," I cried. "I'm not the same. I'm not beautiful anymore." He gently took my hands in his, pulling them away from my face. "Emily," he said, his voice steady, "your mother sent me pictures of you. I've seen them. And do you know what I realized? Nothing has changed. You're still the woman I love. Your beauty isn't in how you look, it's in who you are. And that will never change." In that moment, I broke down, but not from sadness. It was relief, love, and hope. Jack's words healed the wounds I thought would never close. I finally understood what true love is. It's not about appearances or perfection. It's about loving someone for their soul, for the light they bring to your life, even in the darkest times. Jack didn't just love me despite my scars, he loved me because of them. And that, I realized, was the greatest gift of all.